What's up, everybody? Josh here again, and Miss Streamer, and today we have a week 23 content update. We have some roaming bosses, and we're going to show you the boss fight, the missions, and everything else that's new in this update. Let's get into it, shall we? So week 23, world bosses, Icarus week 23 update, world bosses. For week 23, the planet is about to receive its biggest threat yet. World bosses. Roaming around the map, these bosses are ever-present threat that requires prospectors to be on their toes at all times. Also, we're releasing a new batch of Sandworm items, including armor and weapons, in a mission to introduce and exterminate these new roaming bosses. So they have persistent world bosses, and we're going to show you that here just a little bit, and go over the new items that we have in the patch. These bosses will go and roam around. They are static per mission, per my understanding. And they also have Sandworm items. They give you the ability to craft armor, knives, spears, and arrows using the scales collected from sandworms. The roaming sandworm mission is where you get the ability to actually access and make these items. We're going to show you that here real quick. So the migrating sand survey mission is located right underneath cleanup extermination, and loosens extermination is right above that, towards the end of the quest chain here, about smack dab in the middle. This mission can be completed on medium for 200 Ren and 100 exotics, or hard and hardcore mode for 400 Ren and 200 exotics. This mission actually doesn't take too awful long to finish, so this may be an actual good way to get Ren and exotics again. You do have to kill the sandworm, but the sandworm is quite easy to kill. Let me show you that. So for this mission, what you'll do is you'll drop down, put down 3 beacons, and then you'll go and kill the boss. Once you kill the boss, which is actually quite easy to kill, then you'll go ahead and upload. And that's all you literally have to do. As you can see, we're very close to our drop ships, and where we drop the beacons are quite close as well. After I drop this beacon, the boss spawns right in the middle. This boss is actually quite easier than the other sandworm boss that we're used to. He will attack once. Once he attacks, all you have to do is go up to him and stab him to death, or hit him with your bow. After the one attack, he will go back under. As you can see here, I got damaged because I was a little too close, but then he'll come right back up, do one attack after his scream. Sometimes he'll scream, sometimes he won't. And then you just keep attacking him until he dies. Now, keep in mind, he does have quite a bit of HP, so it might take a little bit for him to die. Or he might bug out. He bugged out on me last night. This is the reason why the video is kind of late, guys, because he bugged out and he would not die after a whole entire Icarus knife, a Juju spear, and 200 bone arrows. So if he does, you might have to remove from Prospect, and I had that problem. I don't know if anybody else did. If you did, comment down below. So you'll kill the boss, and you'll upload. And as you see, you unlock the new craftable creature items, which is the sandworm gear. The newest workshop item, which is the world boss module. This item is available for 150 Ren and 100 exotics to research, and 200 Ren and 150 exotics to craft. And this will let you see where bosses are on the map. So when you're in the mission and you're looking for bosses, like the boss sandworm, you can also have your world boss module on, and this is what the world boss module, it says can see creatures on the map. The creatures you can see on the map are the sandworm, and as you can see, the sandworm right there is moving around. It was up here at my marker. Yeah, so basically he just moves around like that on the map. You need to have either the big game hunter talent, or you need to have the world boss module, and you can see where the bosses are on the map. Do you hear what's coming? Do you hear a world boss? He sounds like a sandstorm. Are you ready? Here he comes! He's here! Aggro him! Jesus. Give me your scales! Oh, he's doing the 3 attacks. I don't think he did. Stop, stop, stop! Grab the scales. We need them. super gear. Anyway, yeah, so you'll hit the boss, and as soon as you hit the boss, you'll get skills from him. Pretty much. He'll do one attack, and you just kind of stab him or whatever you want to do, and collect some skills. Yep, he just one-shot you. He did. I got you. Scales. I can't pick them up. There's so many scales. So basically, you just farm your scales from your Sandworm, like we did. And we're going to go find us a cave here and make the armor, So once you complete the mission, you make the Sandworm gear inside of the textiles bench. And as you can see, the Sandworm armor requires 10 scales for the head, fiber and leather, of course, as well. 20 scales for the chest, 6 for the arms, 10 for the legs, and 6 for the feet. It looks like about 52 Sandworm scales per armor set to craft. And like I said, you craft it here in the textiles bench. And the Sandworm weapons, like the Sandworm arrow, which is crafted for 2 scales, leather, and sticks, and it gives it a plus 10% critical damage, 100% chance to wound on hit, and 20% chance to break. The Sandworm bow, which is 15 Sandworm scales, leather, and wood to craft, plus 50% projectile damage, 1 ammo capacity, 300 rate of fire, and 0.7 seconds to reload. And that requires 15 Sandworm scales. The Sandworm knife would gives you 58 to 65 melee damage, 175% yield from skinning, and 100% chance to wound on hit, and requires 5 Sandworm scales, leather, and wood to craft. And the Sandworm spear, which gives you 54 to 60 melee damage, 202 and 225 projectile, 100% chance to wound on hit, and 10% critical damage with spears. And it costs 10 Sandworm scales, leather, and wood to craft. So we have all the weapons here. We're going to show you guys everything that is in this update as far as the new items. We've made all the new items. So this is the new Sandworm armor. I think this armor looks pretty cool. And we're going to go ahead and show you the bow. This is what the Sandworm bow and arrow looks like. That's the arrow. And the spear. This is what the Sandworm spear looks like. And the knife. And this is the Sandworm knife, which it's pretty basic, but still doesn't do too bad of damage. And of course, this is what the arrows look like in the ground. And as we said, that is all unlocked and craftable in the textiles bench and in your inventory. And of course, they have the detailed changelog here. So they added the new roaming Sandworm mission, the new Sandworm items, the new workshop item, the boss module. They fixed the issue where radars and missions would attract regular wildlife while also attracting the mission spawning wildlife. Fixed the issue where extractors continued to run when the extractor was full, deleting resources out of the inventory. Fixed an issue where radar would continue attracting more waves of wildlife after scanning was completed. They also fixed the spoil rate of the icebox and refrigerator to no longer be 0, but rather slower than normal, with the refrigerator being 2 times better than the icebox. NPCs are less likely to walk through water or rivers. Fixed an issue where the sickle would not collect any berries when used on berry bushes. Now it does. Here's a big one that we had an issue with last week. Fixed further instances of buildings breaking on reload. Continue to report these if you experience them. Aluminum coal are now spawning correctly for deep mining deposits. They changed the way the shotgun multiplier is. And of course here at the bottom, fixed issue where drills and extractors were shutting down when the inventory was full. And that's it for this week, guys. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Don't forget to ring that bell. That'll let you know when we have new Icarus videos. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace.